So we've got Mr. Biden then consolidating the lead. Run us through then the latest figures.
Good morning, Yusuf. He essentially won the nomination this evening, winning 284 delegates. Really puts him ahead. It's about half the delegates needed of the 2,000 to win the nomination. Mathematically, though, officially, if he was to get it, we'd have to wait until June. And that's why we're seeing a lot of calls across the Democratic Party for Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders to step down. It will be difficult for the Democratic Party to really unite until that happens. So that's a big question, really a big question for the Vermont Senator is, do you see a path forward when you're looking at these kind of sweeping numbers from Joe Biden, especially in some of these swing states? For Sanders as well, if he does step down, the big question also is effectively, how does he get his core supporters to rally behind the former vice president and to rally behind the more central Democratic Party?
Yeah, Annmarie, I'm looking at the predicted betting markets for Joe Biden's chances right now. It's hard to believe where he was back in February. Those chances continuing to surge. What are they telling us about the prospects for November?
Yeah, it's a good point, Tracy, especially when you look back to see where we were earlier in the year and later and the end of last year. So for November, the Democrats are actually poised to win according to the betting markets. And I just want to say, I saw Nate Silver this evening on 538 tweet, the Democratic Party isn't competitive. Going to be spending my time getting a head start on our general election model and maybe experimented with a reported column on coronavirus. The public has completely moved on to the coronavirus. Everyone is just expecting Joe Biden to get this lead. And now the focus is going to be on November. And those betting markets are saying the Democrats, they have a winning chance.
So what's next in the pipeline on the timeline of primaries?
It's interesting because things seem to be a bit up in the air given to the pandemic of the coronavirus. So even this evening, we were supposed to have Ohio voting in the primaries. Their health director said they want to postpone it due to the coronavirus. Really, there's little on the schedule to the end of April, but even unsure what will be contained on the agenda. Given everyone's health concerns, we're not likely to see a next primary until early June. And whether or not, if Bernie Sanders decides to stay in the race, tonight might be the last primary we see